Hey, Auntie's back on this beautiful snowy day here in the DMV after days of it being in the 80s. Now it's snowing, big fat snowflakes sticking to the ground. So, the joys of wintertime, right? So, I wanted to thank you guys for all of your support last week for Olivia. She did really, really good. And so that's why I wasn't here. Last week I was at states. She won first place in counties, first place at regionals, and then she had to wrestle back after a loss and got third place at states. So I am super proud of her and how she handled everything. And I thank you guys for your support. Today, I want to talk about something that a lot of families are quietly navigating, and that is aging parents. More specifically, I want to talk about what it feels like to live far away, and then the majority of the caretaking falls on another family member. So I really want to jump into the emotional side of that. So, a few years back, my mother had a stroke. Now, my mother was already up in age. She's now in her 80s. Um, she had a stroke while I'm about 5 hours away, 4.5, 5 hours away. So I'm at work and I get this phone call from my sister, and I immediately went into move mode. I left work, I came home, got some stuff packed up, went to where my mother was and stayed in the hospital with her. Thank God at the time I had a very understanding job who gave me that leeway. Um, but I had to come back. So coming back, you know, was difficult for me. Not that my family members aren't capable. I have one of the most capable, mature sisters that a person could have. But I had guilt of leaving my mother's husband and my sister with all the responsibility when she has, other children. The stroke gave my mother vascular dementia. Um, and so there's a lot of dynamics that come with dementia in general. So, you have to be careful about the stress load and depression and different things that can exacerbate the whole dementia situation. Um, Rest, vitamin levels, all these different things. So, for someone who's used to being extremely dependent and the go to person, that's got to be difficult for her. As as her children, it's difficult for us to watch, or even the helpless feeling that comes along with it. But then there's the dynamic of living so far away. Hmm. There are days that I wish I could just show up. I wish I could be more of an in person help. So when I can't, it gives me this weight on my heart. Um, because, of course, dementia changes the family dynamics. And so then you have to be careful in that area. Um, Worrying about my sister taking on a whole lot. My stepfather is amazing and he's very good to my mother, good man. But then we are her children, so we of course want to be very involved with what happens. So there's the weight that my sister has to carry because she's right there. Um, I want to say I wish I lived closer. In theory, I do. I really wish I could be closer so that I could take the weight of that. But then I don't want to move. Everything is here. My husband's here, my grandchildren, my children, we're all here, and I still have high school children. So that is an issue. I can't just up and leave whenever I want to. Then there's the diagnosis. Sometimes I can't get out the bed myself. So then there's that. But I do wish I could do more. My mom is not far gone into the dementia where she can't communicate or she can't do things for herself. It's just that after the stroke, of course, that vascular dementia changed a lot of dynamics. So, um, at first, I didn't know quite what I was looking at. I was thinking, it's not that bad. What I did was I took a class on it. Well, I'm still taking it. I'm taking this class so that I know what I'm looking at, and then I take the information and I send it to family members so we can all be on the same page and we know how to help. But um, again, being far away, sometimes I feel helpless. So I call my mother routinely, like on a routine. I call her same time every day. I try to, and then actively listen to what she's saying, how she's feeling in the moment, um, what I can communicate to her immediate caregivers, and how we can work together. I think my sister and I talk all the time. So that is really, really helpful for us to stay on the same page. And then I can feel like I can support my sister. I can, find out what her needs are, or where I need to step in at, or when I need to come to town. Um, so just a lot of listening, and then go from there. Um, and I try to show as much appreciation as I can to my stepdad and my sister. Let them know how much I appreciate them and that I am here to in the capacity that I can be. Um, we try to make decisions together so that way we're all in the loop. I think listening is the biggest piece though, listening and taking the class so that, I'm not ignorant to what the doctor is saying or what the different stages can be. I've learned that caregiving doesn't look the same for every sibling. Some people carry the physical load, some help emotionally, some help with decisions or resources. But my biggest takeaway is that it's all a family effort, that communication between all of us is extremely important. And, you know, doing what you can counts big. So if you are navigating aging parents right now, whether you're the sibling doing the physical care or you are the one supporting from a distance, I see you. I know it's not easy. Um, Appreciate each other. Look for support groups. Be support groups for each other. Talk to other people who are going through the same thing if you can't find that type of support group. And we got each other. We got each other. Send me an email or message if you guys want to add to this, but we got each other's backs. That's what this is for. And thanks for stopping by Auntie's house. I hope to see you guys next week. Okay.